manufacture any product. That is a bill of material. And the product that we plan to manufacture may either be any electrical device or mechanical system, okay, or it can be any chemical, or it can be a paint or anything else. So let it be any product, doesn't matter. The product that we are planning to manufacture needs a list of components or raw material. Those raw materials, by how much quantity we have to add, which are the raw materials we have to add, all that we are deciding in the bill of material, and we have to make a list of them. Exactly how much raw material is required, we have to make a list, and that list is called as a bill of material. So there are a few transaction codes which are applicable for bill of material. For example, if you want to create a bill of material, we use transaction code CS01. Then if you want to change that same bill of material, like you want to add a new component, or maybe you want to edit some other data in that bill of material, we use CS02 transaction code. And similarly CS03 to display the bill of material without having to edit or adding any new component. If you want to just display, then we use CS03 transaction. So let's see that how exactly it is created by going to transaction code CS01, which is used to create a bill of material, CS01. Now here, as soon as you come to the initial screen, there are some options that you need to select. You need to select options like what material is it that you want to manufacture, okay, or product, rather you can say either material or product that you want to manufacture. Second, in which plant number are you going to manufacture that product? In which plant number? Next, you should also select the bill of material usage. Means, what is the use of this bill of material? Why are you creating it? So there are different bill of material usages, means applications. A bill of material can be either used to create a product in the production, or a bill of material is also used to use in the designing process or engineering process. There is a universal application also about the bill of material, or you can even use it in plant maintenance or in sales and distribution and several others. So there are different uses of bill of material. Don't think it is only used in the manufacturing. Yeah, basically it is used in manufacturing, but apart from that, it is used in plant maintenance, sales and distribution, okay, or in the engineering design. There are other applications as well. So whatever the reason that you are creating a bill of material, you have to select in BOM usage. Right, so these three at least are the inputs you have to select when you start creating a bill of material. Now out of that, the first one, let's select a material. Means what product you are going to manufacture. So when I go to the list of options, there are several ways I can select any material. Either I can select the material by using the old material number, or I can select by using the material description. This option also I can use, okay, or I can use the material by way of bill of material, or there are several options. If you go to the right hand side, there are many other options using which you can select a material. It's your wish. So here one important point what we have to remember is the material that we are selecting. You should know exactly in which plant that material is existing. You have to know what is the plant number in which that material is existing. 1 second. So for example, let me go to the list of materials. All these are materials. Let's say I want to manufacture some material, some product. Okay, randomly I'll select some material name. Let's say butane, for example. Let's say I am manufacturing butane. So this is my product. Next, how will you find out in which plant number this material is existing? We have selected a material, but what is the plant number? Where is that material existing? In which plant number? How will I know that? Or what will happen if I randomly select some plant number? Let's say I will select plant number 1000. So what will happen? Will that accept or not?
No, sir.
No. So
No.
how to find out? How to find out this material is present or available in which plant number?
Under bomb butane.
Hmm? Under?
Under the bomb butane.
I am not able to hear you clearly.
Sir, from the MM section, material management section, you can find that.
In MM, where you will find? See, these are very basic things, guys. You have to know. Because I have already told you about this. It's not that I am asking you first time. I have already told you about that. We have to go to the tables. Under the table, there is a table called MARC. Okay, I have to go inside the table and I can find out which material belongs to which plant number. If you can recall, we have discussed about tables, right? We have discussed, no, about tables.
Right, sir.
Yes.
That is one way. You can go to table section and you can find out. And another way is we can go to materials management transaction code MM03, that is display material, and from there also I can come to know in which plant they are maintaining that material. There is also a third way which I will show you in some time. Directly from here also you can find out. When you are going and selecting material, no, there is one more option among these tabs using which also you can find out what is the plant number. But more importantly, you have to know about tables. Which table contains the data, where you have to go, that you have to understand. So anyways, we'll see that. Now select the bill of material usage. For what purpose you are creating this bill of material? Let's say I want to do some production. Therefore, I am going to select production as the bill of material usage. Now mind you, out of these three data, I have selected plant number randomly. Whatever I can think of, I simply selected randomly. But what is the problem? When I press enter, I'm going to get this message that material is not maintained in plant 1000. So it's an incorrect plant number. It is wrong. So that is why whatever plant number we select, we have to know from where we are selecting, what is that plant number. You have to know that correctly. So like I told, another way how you can find about the plant number is by going to tables. How will you go to tables? What is the transaction code to go to tables? Transaction code SC16N. Transaction code SC16N. So in which table I told you we have that information? Come on, guys. MARC. I think connecting R2 early in the morning is not helping you much.
Sir, I think, sir, that table information, we
Hmm?
didn't get access.
Which one?
That table in details.
I didn't do this topic,
No, sir.
but Akash said I have already told.
Because we are
No,
not getting
entire thing you posted.
Yeah, sorry.
that table details, no, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, because
In
I did.
theoretically, you have tell me about that. But
Hmm.
in theoretically, you have tell about that. You
Hmm.
will get
Hmm.
stable, but in practical you don't.
Practical, I have not
So,
told.
no, sir. Practical you don't.
Okay, then tell me what are SAP tables at least, if I have told practical, theoretically.
Because the sir table word, na, that I am getting first time.
Okay, fine, no problem. I can repeat even if I had done or not done, no problem. I will do it again. So, what exactly is a table? At least, did I tell that? What is a table in SAP?
No, sir. I think I didn't
No.
get that one.
Okay, fine. Let me do one thing. I will just go through basic thing about bill of material. Okay, maybe here itself somewhere I will write. So, what are SAP tables? SAP tables. SAP tables are rows and columns. Okay, see, this is the definition for SAP table. SAP tables are rows and columns that are logically related to each other. That are logically related to each other. That is one thing. Secondly, tables are used to store the data. Tables are used to store the master data and transaction data. Okay, both of these lines are related to your SAP tables. So what are SAP tables? They are actually used to store the data. So whatever data you create in the SAP system, the data will be stored in a SAP table. It can be either specification, or it can be either incident accident log or injury illness log, or you are creating either bill of material, or you are creating any other data, whatever data you create in SAP, not only in EHS module, in all the modules. Even if you are creating a material, if you are creating a plant, whatever you are creating the data will be stored in a place called SAP table. Okay, and there are actually three types of SAP tables. There are three types of SAP tables. One is transparent table. Secondly, we have cluster table, and then we have pooled table. Okay, these are the three types of tables we have in SAP: transparent table, cluster table, and pooled table. So out of this, transparent table contains master data and transaction data. So whatever data we create in SAP system, it is stored in a transparent table. But your cluster table contains technical data and system data, which is of no use to us. As a functional consultant, I don't have any requirement of technical or system data. And pool table also same thing. It contains technical data and system data, like programs, for example, or any other technical information like system admin related data you can find in this cluster table and pool table. We cannot access this. It is only used by the consultants. Technical consultants can only access cluster table and pool table. But what we can do is at least we can go and check out what data is there in the transparent table. So how will you go to the transparent table? What transaction code is used? What transaction code? I told just some time back. SE16N. Transaction code we use for accessing transparent table is SE16N. Okay, so tell me again, why do we use SAP tables? What is the purpose of SAP table?
To find out the plan number.
Only plan number? We use it only to find plan number, nothing else?
To store master data.
Yeah, SAP tables are used to store master data and transaction data. That is the definition you have to tell. If somebody asks you in the interview, what are SAP tables, what will you tell? You have to tell SAP tables are used to store master data and transaction data. Simple, like that you have to tell. And how to access the SAP tables?
SE16N.
SE16N is the transaction code we have to use. What are the other two? What are the three types of tables? Table names. What are the three different table names or table name types? Three types of SAP tables: transparent table, pooled table, and cluster table. Okay, out of that, what does transparent table contain? A transparent table contains master data and transaction data. Okay, what does cluster table and pool table contain?
Technical data.
Yeah, it contains technical data and system data. These are basic things you have to know as a consultant. If I had not told earlier, now I am telling you, you need to remember about SAP tables. Okay, so how do you go to the SAP tables? What transaction code?
SE16N.
SE16N. Okay, SE16N. So that will take you to a table section. See, these are the tables. It will take you to another screen where it will show you it is a general table display. And do you know how many tables are there in SAP EHS? There are hundreds of tables. Okay, hundreds of tables are there. And every table will contain different type of data. See, when you create a specification, that information will be stored in one table. If you create bill of material, that information will be stored in another table. If you create, let's say, incident accident log, that information will be there in another table. So different tables are used to store different data. You don't store all the information in one table. So there are pieces of different tables. Under each table, different type of data is maintained. Like material, when you create a material in MM module, that will be again stored in another table. Okay, so in the material management, I will tell you there are three tables you have to know in the material management. What are they? First one, we have a table called MARA, M-A-R-A, MARA table. Secondly, we have a table called MARC. These are, I am telling you, in MM module. And third one, there is one more table called MARD. Okay, MARD table. So we have MARA, MARC and MARD table. So what is a MARA table? Let's go and check out. I will enter here MARA, the table name, and if I press enter, you can see on the right hand side it is giving you the information about that table. So this MARA table contains general material data or general information about the materials. So just copy that. MARA table contains general material data, the basic information about a material. Next, we have MARC. What does MARC table contain? I told you about MARA table. In MARC table, we get the plant data for material. Means in which plant which material is existing. In which plant which material is existing. So I will just enter that description here. MARC table contains plant data for every material that is there in the system. And also we have one more MARD. What does the table MARD contain? What kind of data? MARD contains the storage location data for material. Storage location. What is a storage location? See, when I tell a plant is a very big entity. It is a very big setup. And in that plant, there are different sections. There is a production area, there is a electrical room, there is a packaging area, there is a painting area. Like that, there are different sections in a plant. And where you are storing the material is called as a storage location. Sometimes it will be one, sometimes it will be two or three. There are different. Sometimes the storage location may be 5. There may be more than one storage location also in a plant. So storage location basically means where we are storing the data. Okay, where we are storing the data. Sorry, not data, material I mean. Wherever you are storing the material, that place is called as a storage location. So these are the 3 tables we have in the material management. Not only 3, there are many, but importantly we have to know about the 3 different tables. Okay, like that there are hundreds. Even in EHS module there are hundreds, in material management also hundreds, in FICO module, in PM module, in every module you will have the tables. Okay, so for example, let's see first how to access the information in a MARA table. So what I have to do, I have to enter the table name MARA, press enter. So we are inside the general material data. We are inside MARA table. Now after entering this table name, if I just click on execute, if we click on execute, what will happen? Whatever the material information is available in MARA table, that will be displayed here. Okay, see, for example, this is a material number 500655555. Somebody has created this on 13th of November 2025. Or there is jet fuel also, one material somebody has created on 6th of June 2026. Okay, by this SAP user called Milin. Okay, and again if you come to the right hand side, it will also tell you what type of material it is. See here, this column is a material type. It will tell you exactly what type of material has been created. And there are different types of materials also in material management. See, this also you have to know basic things, not related to EHS, but still you should know these things, no doubt. So do you know what are the different material types in our SAP. Material type means what type of material it is that you are creating. Do you know anything about this material types?
Finished product, raw material,
Hmm?
raw material,
Yeah. Raw material is represented by ROH. Okay. And what else?
Listed materials.
finished product,
Listed material is not a material type.
finished product, sir, FD,
Huh?
finished product,
Finished.
finished product, finished.
Your voice I am not at all able to hear. We have semi-finished product. That is also one material type. Okay. That is represented by HALB. HALB means semi-finished product. Next we have one more called FERT. FERT means it's a finished product. Okay, like that we have many others. ABF material type also we have, which is nothing but waste. Any waste material is represented by ABF. Next, similarly, there are many others. I will show.
Packaging material.
Packaging material may also be there, but see, you can create. If you don't have that as a standard material, you can create, no problem. But apart from that, you see here we have spare parts also. That is also one type material type. Samples is also a one material type. Service, if you are providing service is also considered as a material. And spare parts, drinks, food, all these are different material types in SAP. You don't have to remember everything, but yeah, at least some basic material names. Like here, say HAWA, it is a trading goods. Semi-finished product, I told you, HALB. There is a food product. There is a pipeline material. There are different types like that. Okay, for example, let me also write here. Trading goods is also a material type. Then we have pipeline or just pipe. It is a pipeline material. So like that, there are different material types in SAP MM module. If you know at least some basic, that will be good. Okay, these are the material types. So in the MARA table, what we are doing, we are accessing the basic information about each material. Like what is the material name or number, when it was created, who created that material, to which material type it belongs. And not only that, it will also contain the basic unit of measurement. How do you measure that material? Some materials are measured as liters, some materials are measured as kilogram. Okay, and some materials have a different unit of measurement called EA, means each. Okay, EA means each. Like that, there are different unit of measurements. So all these things, what I am telling you, they are nothing but the basic information about a material. And that information you can get inside a MARA table. You can go down, there are many other materials. You can go down one by one and you can check out what information they are having. Say sample material, I created sample 009 material. It is showing when I created, my user ID. And not only that, last time if somebody made any changes, that change date also it will display when it was changed. Okay, and who changed that material information, that also you can see here. Right? So material name, when it was created, who created, what is the material type, what is the unit of measurement, all that information you will get here in the MARA table. But what if I want to search information for just one material? Let's say I have some material called P182. I want to know basic information about that material. So how to find out? Because here it will show all the material information, not one. All material information you will get here. So how to search information about one material?
By double clicking this material,
Which one?
that whatever I will
Hmm?
whatever the material I will select from the material list.
From the material, you mean here, this drop down button?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. It is taking me to this screen here. So you are saying by entering the material name here, I can find out. Okay, let's try.
Yes.
Let's try. Okay, I got this material P182. Double click on that. But nothing is happening. See, I am double clicking, but nothing is happening. What is the unit of measurement for this?
Unit of measurement.
What is the unit of measurement? See, it is not like that. By double clicking or by selecting from the option, you will not come to know. What we have to do, go back to the materials again here. Okay, go to the table, and here you see there is below there is an option called as selection criteria. Below this table names there is a selection criteria. What is the selection criteria? It is like filters. It is like a filter. So any particular material information if you want, you have to come to selection criteria, and there you have to enter the material name. For example, P182 I told you, no, enter that material number or name, execute. So now what will happen? SAP will only display information about that one material. So this is that material P182. It was created in 2003 by Walter, and somebody also made changes in 2011. This is the user ID. And to which material type it belongs? P182?
That fertilizer, FERT.
It's not fertilizer. It's a finished product. FERT, see here, I have written. If you want, please take a screenshot or photo, whatever. FERT means not fertilizer. It's a finished product. FERT is a material type. FERT is a material type, which means it is a finished product. Okay, so that is the material type. How do you measure this P182 material? What is the measurement unit?
This is L, liter.
L means what?
Liter.
Liters, yeah. So this particular material is a liquid chemical, it's a cleaning agent, and it is actually measured in liters. So this is the basic information we can see here on the screen.
Sir,
Got it?
what is that material
Huh?
group, sir? Material group?
Material group means there are different groups of materials depending on to which category they belong. Some materials belong to steel. Some materials may be like water pumps or motor pumps. Some material may be, I will show you chemicals. So we have chemical materials. Under electronics, see, all these material groups are coming under electronics. Or similarly, if you go down, 003 means bulbs. There are different types of bulbs. So under this material group 003, there are different types of bulbs. Similarly, when you go to 004 material group, it is all related to chemicals. Similarly, 006 means office materials. This is called as a material group. To which material group that particular material belongs. Material type is different, material group is different. Okay, so chemicals come under 004, that is the material group number. So this P182, it belongs to what? It belongs to chemical group. It's a chemical. So therefore, it belongs to chemical group. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Different materials belong to different material group. Which group it belongs to, that you can find out here. So individual material name also you can enter and you can display. You can search for one material information. And how to do that? We have to go to selection criteria, enter the material number there, and then we can search. But that is not the only option. No, we have many other options. See here. Now imagine you want to see information about all the raw materials. Okay, there are different types of material information, but I want to only filter raw material related information. So how to do that?
So here the last option, that name, that material type is
Yeah,
that
yes, I have to go here to material type, and there in the options, in the drop down button, I should select raw material. What is the code for raw material?
ROH.
ROH, yes. I will go down to ROH. You can see it is a raw material. Select that, double click and select. Now if I execute, now if I click here and execute, what will happen? System will only show me information about raw material. Okay, see here, under material type column, you can see all are ROH. All are raw material. So each of this material is a raw material. So now we are able to see the information about the raw materials. Same way, if you want to see only the finished materials or finished product, change this from ROH to FERT. Yeah, now again if I click on execute, I will get a list of all finished products. All these are finished products. Each one of this material is a finished product. So I can see what is the material name, when it was created, who created, material type is anyways finished product, to which material group it belongs, and what is the unit of measurement. I can see that information. Not only that, there are many ways you can use this filter. What is the another way? By entering the user ID. Okay, see here. We have an option called created by. If I want to see how many materials I have created, I can put my user ID here, and if I execute, it will show me how many materials were created by me. Yeah, so how many materials? I have created two materials, sample 001 and sample 009. Because here created is showing my user ID. Right? So that is another way how you can filter the data. By user ID, who created, or not only that, on which date. Suppose if I enter any date, if I want to see on that date how many materials were created, which are the materials created. Okay, I will randomly select some date. Okay, because I don't know on which date they have created. Example, no. See, whenever there is no data related to your search, it will say no values. So, no material was created on 4th of March. So, maybe you can try to change the date, put another date and try. No. But here, you can even use the date and you can find out which materials were created. If at all created, if they are not created, you will get no result. If at all on that date, if they have created, it will show the information. Let me try this. Again, no information. Let me try to put 03. No. So in all these dates that I am trying, nobody has created a material, so it is not showing any result. If at all you had created on that day, it will show. For example, let me just put search when I have created and then I will add the date. Okay, I have created on 28/2. So let me add that date, 28/2. 28/2/2026. Okay, now if I search on that particular date, just one material was created and it is showing me that material name. So by using date or user ID or by using the material type, there are many ways you can search a material information. Okay, are you getting my point? Any confusion here? Have you understood?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what does Mara table contain?
The general material types and material descriptions.
The general material data, like when that material was created, who created, when it was changed, to which material type it belongs. Okay, and apart from that, what is the measurement unit? That is the basic information. That is a MARA table. Now let's go to MARC table. What does MARC table contain?
Plant data, sir.
Plant data.
Data for material.
Yeah, if I click on execute now, see for every material we have in this system, in which plant they are storing, that it will show. See this material, TB716 is stored in plant 1200. TB717 again in 1200. Sorry. And one more material we have called TB73, which is stored in plant 1000. TB74 again stored in plant 1000. TB75 again in plant 1000. TB8000 is stored in plant 2300. Like that, material it will show material name and in which plant they are storing that material. Only that much it shows. That is the important data. Material name and plant number. Okay, so again, if you want to know, like there is a material P182, if you want to know in which plant that material is stored, so I have to go to selection criteria and enter that material name P182, and if I execute, it will show that material P182 is stored in which plant number. So can you tell me in which plant number this material is stored, P182?
1000.
1000.
Only 1000?
No, sir. There are similar numbers are there. 1100, 1300, 3000.
Yeah, so this same material P182, it's a chemical actually. This material is stored in total 4 plants. This material is stored in plant number 1000. This material is stored in plant 1100. This material is stored in plant 1300. And this material is stored in plant 3000. So in 4 different plants, same material is stored.
Yes.
Okay, like that you can find out. Or any other material name. Let me check. Okay, there is one waste material called IDs WA0001. So you can enter that material name, and if you execute, it will show in which plant that waste material is existing. Okay, this is a waste material. This is stored in plant 3000. So you are getting the point. Material and in which plant they are storing that material. This information is stored in MARC table. Next, third table is MARD. What does MARD table contain?
The storage location of plant.
Storage location in the
Of plant
plant
format.
number. Huh. Okay, let's go and check out. It contains storage location data for material. Now, if I execute, see what will happen now, it will show me three different data. First, it will show me what is the material number, in which plant that material is stored, and then it will also show in which storage location, because I told you, in every plant there will be many storage locations. So that material, let's say if there are 10 storage locations in plant 3000, so this material is stored in which storage location, that information you will get here. So material 23 is stored in plant 3000. Inside plant 3000 there is a storage location called 0001. There we are storing this material. Similarly, material 58 is stored in plant SG01 in the storage location SL01. Similarly, material 642 is stored in plant SG01 in the storage location SL01. So you have the material number, in which plant they are storing and in which storage location. So this information we are getting from MARD table. Again, let's go back to our P182 material and we will try to find in which storage location that material is present. Okay, so enter P182 and if you execute, that same material number P182 is stored in plant 1000 and it is stored in storage location 005. The material P182 is again stored in 1100 plant inside the storage location 0001. By the way, if you observe, in the same plant 1100 there are two storage locations, 0001 and 0005. So what does it mean? This material P182 is stored in plant 1100 at two different locations. This material inside plant 1100 is stored in two different locations, in storage location 1 and storage location 5.
Yes.
Like that you have to try to understand.
Oh.
Got it? You are getting how we are reading this information. Okay, so like that. Or see, you can even combine. I have put here material number. Now I will also enter plant number. I will put here 1100. So what will happen now?
So in plant number 1100 only, the
Huh.
P182 will show there.
In which storage location in plant 1100 you are having this material? In how many storage locations? So I am combining material name and plant number. So if I click on execute, it will only show information about plant 1100 and it is saying it is present in two storage locations. Now same way I can go and change this plant number to, let's say, 3000. Okay, and execute. See, in plant 3000 also this material is present, but in how many storage location?
One.
One.
Just one number.
Yeah. So like that you can combine if you want. You can go to selection criteria, you can add a material number and add a plant number, or simply add material number. You can use all these options.
Sir, by putting only the storage location also, we can find out the materials and plant.
Yeah, you can find out. See, okay, material, what is the storage location number? Let's say SL01. Okay, there is a storage location called SL01. So if I enter that storage location name and execute, it will show in that storage location how many materials they are storing. So the storage location number is common. All these materials are stored in this storage location. How many? 457 materials. 457 materials are stored in one storage location.
Yes.
Or similarly, if you know any other storage location number, maybe like 01, for example, execute. No, we don't have any storage location called 01. So that is why it is saying no data. Maybe SL03, let me try, I don't know. Yeah, SL03 also we have a storage location, and see, in that storage location all these materials are stored. All these materials are stored in storage location 3. And this storage location 3 number is present in multiple plants. This storage location number is there in plant 1000, in plant 1500, 1600. So in different plants, same storage location number they are using. They can use, no problem. That is also fine. Right, like that. So these are 3 basic tables in the materials management.
Yes.
Now with respect to specification, let's see one more table called, there is a table called ESTRH. What is this table? This table contains specification related data. Basic information about these specifications are stored in ESTRH table. So now by entering the table name, see here it is showing EHS specification header. Now if I execute, what will happen? If I execute, it is showing a record number, it is showing the date, on which date specification was created, who created that specification, and on which date the information was changed or modified. Okay, and it will also, if you come to the right hand side, it will show you what is the specification name, okay, which is that specification, to which specification type it belongs, and some other information like authorization group, note, or substance nature. Like that, it will show you this basic information about the specification. Okay, for example, you see that one more user has created a specification on 25th of Feb. Okay, this is his user ID, and he has created a specification called 017. It is a real substance. Okay, and like that, each one by one, if you see, these are the different specification names. They belong to different specification types, and it was created by different people, different SAP users. So like that, if I want to see which specification I have created, so what should I do?
The specification details I'll mention here, sir.
No, I want to see all specifications created by me. Then how to search?
In the created by, I'll mention the name.
Yeah. I have to go to this selection criteria, created by. I will put my user ID and then click on execute. See, all these specifications I had created. Either created or changed. By the way, it is showing created by. See, it is showing my user ID. And all these specifications are created by me. How many? 14. I have created 14 specifications. See, all these specifications are created by my user ID. We have this specification type, specification name, specification type, and to which authorization group it belongs. We have also added a note and substance nature. So this table contains what? ESTRH. It contains the basic information about the specifications. ESTRH, don't forget, very important table in specification management. Or any date also, date wise also, if you want to see who created on which date, if any data is available, then it will show you the information. Let's say I will put here 12 to 2026. Okay, then execute. On that date, no specification was created, so it is not showing. So EST-RH table contains specification header data. Okay, you are getting my point. Tables, how to access them, how to search the table, how to filter the data by using the selection criteria. All that please remember. And specially remember these three tables: MARA, MARC and MARD.
Yes.
Hmm.
So what is that other option that choose from?
Okay. What is the other option where we can search the material information? Again, we have to go to material management. So transaction code MM03. Now I think now the call will get disconnected. If it gets disconnected after 10 minutes will connect. Maybe at 7:15 will connect. So the another option is by going to this transaction code MM03. So what will happen when I go to MM03? I have to enter the material name. For example, again I will use P182 as example. Press enter. I can select what data I want to see. I want to see only basic data for this material. So select only basic data. Then click on continue. See here, for this material, it is showing the material description, what is the basic unit of measurement, to which material group it belongs, whether it's a finished product or raw material. Okay, these informations it will show. And if there is any plant number, if they have maintained that plant number also, it will show. But here I don't see any plant number. Let's see here. No, again, we don't have it. No, it is actually asking me only which is the plant number. But yeah, at least the basic information of that material you can find out by going to MM03. Okay, so this will give you the basic information about that material. All the information, not only basic, all information about that material you can find out. So that is another way by going to MM03. But also within the BOM option also there is one option. How you know? When you want to select any material, don't go to this material number or material description. Go to another option.